Welcome to our second lesson in the Goals, Design, and Usability section of our 24/7 sales machine training titled Designing for Trust and Results. In the last lesson, we went over why your website is your most important sales machine and the 4 things your website must do to be effective. In this lesson, we're going to review keys to making your website productively designed and user-friendly. With more than 1 billion websites currently available for users to land on, creating your 24/7 sales machine hinges on optimizing your site for usability, which is how simple your website is to use, and user experience, which is how enjoyable interacting with your website is for users. These 4 tips can help with that. Key 1 is to keep it simple. Simple is beautiful. While your website design is a way to create a delightful experience, visitors aren't coming to your site to admire the design. They are coming to your site to accomplish a goal, which might be taking a specific action or getting some information. Unnecessary design elements, ones that don't help users accomplish their website goals, can be worse than worthless. They can be a distraction that prevents goals from being achieved. Here are some best practices for keeping your website productively simple when it comes to the design. Don't use more than 5 colors. Don't use more than 3 fonts. And only use images if they help the user accomplish a goal. When it comes to website design, experts suggest stripping away everything that doesn't add value and then adding some visual texture back in. Another factor to keep in mind with simplicity is maintaining consistency of design. For example, you want to use the same fonts, backgrounds, colors, design principles, and similar layouts for all your pages. Consistency helps users see patterns on your site and enables them to find information and accomplish the task they want quickly. Also, website conventionality helps users accomplish their goals faster. As the internet and web design continues to mature, there are certain conventions that users are more naturally familiar with, such as having the main navigation at the top or left side of a page, having a brand logo at the top or center of a page, making that logo clickable so it always brings a user back to the home page, having links change color or appearance when you hover over them. Conventionality, when it comes to providing the best experience for your users, is not a bad thing. In fact, it can help your users more quickly and efficiently accomplish their goals if your website aligns with other web experience they are already comfortable with. Visual hierarchy is another way you can create a simple and seamless experience for your website visitors. Visual hierarchy is when you arrange or organize your site elements so that visitors can naturally gravitate towards the most important elements first. Because your goal as the website owner is to lead visitors to the desired action in a way that is both seamless and, from a user experience perspective, enjoyable, you should adjust or arrange or position your site in ways that will attract users to the most important elements first. So I'll give you a few examples. So here's Airbnb. This is their website. Their visual hierarchy forces you to focus on the goal of searching their listings. Here's another one from Create and Cultivate. which their visual hierarchy forces you to focus on getting into their content. Here's one for Shameless Maya. If you scroll down her website, you'll see that her visual hierarchy forces you to focus on learning who she is and ultimately watching her welcome video. So your second key is you want to lead the way. The best website experiences are the ones where you're moving from page to page, accomplishing goals, and it doesn't feel like work. You know that feeling when you've been looking at a website and you suddenly realize you've been surfing their content for like 30 minutes, but it felt like 2? That's one goal you should have as a website owner, creating an immersive web experience that flows and draws people in. If you can make getting around your website easy, it creates that sense of flow. You want to lead the way efficiently and effortlessly. While visual hierarchy helps with this, 2 other factors are essential when it comes to leading the way for website visitors, and those are navigation and breadcrumbs. An intuitive navigation menu is crucial for ensuring visitors can find what they're looking for. So remember our talk about conventionality. Your site's navigation should be the most conventional part of your site. You can also use breadcrumbs to help a user know where they are in relation to other content and in relation to your homepage. So breadcrumbs are a type of secondary navigation that reveal the user's location on your website. So as you might have guessed, the term comes from the Hansel and Gretel fairy tale because the breadcrumbs leave a trail back to home. So here's an example from Wayfair. As you can see, outlined in pink, these are their breadcrumbs that show you where you are in their shop. So here are a few tips for optimizing the navigation of your website. Keep your primary navigation conventional and straightforward. Put it at the top of the page and make it easy to understand. If you're able, use breadcrumbs on every page except your home page. Include navigation in the footer of your site. Include a search box near the top of your site so visitors can search by keywords. And don't have too many navigation options in your menu. Keep that really simple. So the third key is you want to be flexible. 52% of all internet traffic, and this is based on a 2017 report, 52% of all internet traffic came from mobile devices. You are doing your website visitors and yourself a disservice if your website is not responsively designed. In fact, since 2015, Google has been prioritizing mobile-friendly sites in their mobile search results. This means that if your site is not responsively designed, it will automatically rank lower in mobile results. And with more than 50% of the internet traffic coming from mobile devices, a number that continues to grow every year, you are cutting your potential traffic and potential profits by at least half if you don't have a mobile-friendly site. So what does it mean to have a responsively designed or mobile-friendly site? A responsive website is one where the content automatically resizes or reshuffles to fit the dimensions of whichever device a user is using. Not only will having a responsive site help with your total search credibility, it will also provide a better experience for your visitors by adapting to their needs. So here are a few examples. So this is from the GSA .gov website. And as you can see, their site, the layout has a different version for desktop, for mobile, and for tablet. And here's another example from the designer Marcus Michaels. If you want a real life example with a live website, open this training on your desktop and your tablet or your mobile device. You'll notice that the content shifts depending on the device used. Making your website responsive is not as hard as it used to be. In fact, chances are that if you use a popular CMS, content management system, to create your website, they have themes or resources available to help you make your site responsive. Also, attached to this lesson, you'll find a checklist that outlines the ways you can build trust with your website design, as well as some resources for responsive design. You can download it below the text for the lesson. In the next section, we'll go over search engine optimization and technology for your site.